This does double as a dating game from time to time. So whether it's Mr. Towers here on the full silver screen treatment, if you want to go ahead, strike your best pose, Mr. Towers. There it is, bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do when that wrinkly skin comes for you and those tattoos completely change, right? A little bit of a different take on the Bad Boys anthem. Still kind of the same idea, but for now, it's a good look for you. The ladies are loving it. They're in the chat. They say they love it. They're seeing your moves. There it is. Float like a butterfly, sing like a bee.
We have
Towers.
a long way to go with this, man.
Oh my
We do,
God.
but in the meantime, it's going to be plenty of entertainment. So just sit back, boys, strap in, and let Daddy do what he does. So, Mr. Towers, strike your best. Thank you,
Oh
thank
my
you, thank you.
God.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the laughter. All two or three of you.
Oh man.
Always
Lucky
a
I've been
boost
muted
to
for the
the
past 5 minutes. I've been dying here.
All right, so strike your best pose one time, Mr. Towers, for the ladies.
Right now, it's just recording. All right, hello everyone. This is Nicholas P. Ugero. I'm just going to do a brief tutorial about how to just take an image or take an image from a video and then be able to crop it out, maybe put on a meme or something like that. So, because I've been making them recently, I've gotten a little bit better at it. So, if I want to make a photo of Paul, first off, you can see that he's using my thumbnail that I made, or my image. So it's pretty easy. So I'll just take one of his videos. I'll go to where it's just him, which will probably be near the end. So I'll zoom it. There we go. I'll mute him right here. Wait for some good lighting. So I can wait for something that's kind of funny, maybe a funny face. Or I could just do a serious one. So I could do that. I'll zoom it in. I'll hit print screen on my keyboard, which is above, it's near the backspace button. And then I'm going to go to paint. I'm going to hit control, hold control, hit V to paste it. I'm going to do file, save as. I've already got some of these. My computer does not show the image preview, so I just have to go based off of what I put as the name. So Paul 11, I already have 10 others. I'll do that. And then now I can go to my browser, go to this website, which is remove.bg. So this is it. It's free. I've been having a good time with this. So I'll search the image that I just saved. Oh, this is actually screenshots. This is a different folder. Oh, where is it? Here we go. Paul 11. Here we go. So this thing automatically removes the background, which is very sweet, because I was hearing about this one program, GIMP, and I mean, you're gonna have a lot more customization with it, but it's got a learning curve. This one, I just uploaded the image, it has to be a certain file, and then I can just crop his the image out. So now I can do it where it's just the neck. So I can remove that. Oop. Or I can have it where I remove all of the neck and just leave his head. So that one I went a little too far. I'll just zoom in more. There we go. So I try to get pretty close to it, just so it looks good from far away. So that's it. There we go. And then when I get closer to his, like where I need to be, I'm just gonna click the mouse, because then I can just undo it, and it's not gonna undo a lot of progress that I was making. And I can just come in and clean it up a little bit. There we go. I'm not gonna make it perfect, but all right. So there you go. I got his neck. I'll just remove the cable, but I'll keep the headphones on.
That is masterful work you're doing right there.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's not obviously professional, but it's taking a little bit more time than normal. So I'll just save it I'll replace it with the Paul 11 because I don't really need that whole image because that's just a screenshot. So now I actually have the head. So you can see some of these other ones I've been working on. I did one for Brian O'Shea where he's Bruce Almighty. So I did something like that. Mad Men, I did Mad Men for Brian O'Shea as well. So that one came out really well with the way his neck landed with the collar. So that looks pretty good. So some of it's just happy. Someone suggested that I do something like this, Jake Paul versus Paulie. So all I gotta do now is go to import, media file. I'm in my hard drive, Paul 11, so I don't have to keep just scrolling and trying to find that. And this will pop up all the way in the bottom. So I have this image. I'm trying to think of what I can use that with. So if I'm just thinking about, I don't know, he's got headphones on. Maybe I can have him be a DJ. So if I go, I'm using search.brave, DJ. And I know that he's looking pretty straightforward. So I could do like something like this. So I can just view the file, save it, and I'll just put DJ. That's it. And I'll come back to I'm using Wondershare Filmora. I pay a little bit to use this and get like just more access to stuff, but there is a free version. I believe it has like a watermark, so you have to pay a little bit just to use it. But this thing's really user friendly. I like this thing a lot. I was using this as well as Camtasia. So Camtasia is also really user friendly. So I have this image. I can widen this out just so it hits everything. There's no black bars. Obviously, it can change the image, or it will change the image. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. So I can do this. It kind of lines up. Maybe I'll just tilt him a little bit more because of the way his neck is. And then I'll just have to, actually I can crop this. So for me, I have a hotkey, hold Alt, hit C. I can crop this thing, saves me time. Do a custom one so I can scoot it up even more. There we go. Now it's easier for me to move this and adjust this. So I'll make it small. I'll hit it from the corners so it keeps the aspect ratio. So that's pretty good. I'll widen them out maybe a little bit just to take up more. But you can see I can do that. Like that's basically it. Something really simple. Maybe do one with neon just because of the way the light is. I don't even know what to even write. So I guess just DJ Paulie. I'll probably take it off center, maybe make it a little bit smaller. Still keep his all the color on the arms, or I could pop it up in the top left. I could hit it down here.
Can you put his sponsor in there, Lauren?
Lauren? Into this image?
Is there any way that like you can put her on that image as just like a watermark or something?
Where do I find that? Oh, just put Lauren, the name Lauren.
No, like that picture that you made the other day.
Lauren, that Lauren.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, because because this is the file where I have all of the ones I made. So I have a ton of them. This is where I've been making all of them. So I just keep going into the next timeline or just further along so I can keep making the images. So these are all just Paul thumbnails or like ones of you or Brian O'Shea. So yeah, I already have the media. So if I scroll up, I know I just made the ones for her. So I know that it's flat down here, not her chest, but like the image itself is flat. And so I could do this, but I can double click it for myself and then I can flip it to where at least it's like she's kind of facing him. So I can do that. That's also good when you're doing faces too, because sometimes the person's facing that way, so you can just flip it to make it look a lot more natural. So yeah, I can move it down a little bit. There you go. So I can just do that, and then I can just, send it to Paul so he gets it. Boom. Oh, not this. It's the image. There we go. So I go to
Yep.
Wondershare.
Wrong one.
Huh?
Don't send them the wrong one.
There we go.
I do that all the time, and then I have like 4 things that says unsend.
Yes. Yeah, because you can remove it. And then I just made these ones for him. I thought that was, I was just thinking about it. And then this one, just another smoking one. But I don't know how he does it. He smokes a lot. Yeah, I think this one's pretty good. So it looks like the neckline's pretty much there. I could have maybe moved it up a little bit more, so I could still do that. So if I want, I can just adjust this. Maybe scoot it up like that. There we go. Maybe pull this a little bit. That's a little difficult because it's got the headphones. Maybe I can twist them a little bit more. See, it's a little tricky. I think I can deal with the headphone. I kind of like the way the neck is like that. So I'll do what you do, and I'll just unsend it and just make it a little bit better. Unsend for everyone. And then I got the new one. There we go. So yeah, so something like that. It's just very simple. Just thinking about what image you want, what you like. Like with me, I know a lot of movies, so I can think about a ton of different scenarios. I did like one of him as Mrs. Doubtfire, just whatever, just a bunch of silly ones.
So,
yeah,
how much are you charging the viewers for this one?
nothing.
Nothing at all. You're giving this information away for free?
Yeah, why would I charge anyone for that? It's awesome.
Man, you're a good man. You are a good man, Nicholas.
Well, you wouldn't really expect someone to pay for that. It was pretty basic. Yeah, I just like helping people out. And that's why I do a lot of interviews with content creators and people that I've watched and I admire, because then it kind of lift that. I've said this so many times already, but we lift that veil for people. Some of the process, some of the equipment that we need. Obviously, some of the skills, the programs, all that stuff. I mean, you can find tutorials about it anyway. So what program was I using for like the editing software? It was Wondershare Filmora, and I think it's 11 or something like that. But I can just copy it, paste that for you. There we go. But yeah. So if you look at some of the other ones, I'll share my screen again. If I just go, because you're able to see this, right? When I'm in the software. Okay.
I can see all of that. Yeah.
Okay. So if I go to like the beginning, so you can just see a lot of the different ones I had. Like he was calling himself the God of all media as a joke. So I just looked up the picture Jesus or God, and I found this one. I was like, okay, well, I can put his face there. And then I just adjusted it accordingly. And then I saw that he put it as his thumbnail, which I wasn't expecting. So then I was like, oh, just give me a second. I'll add some text. So all I had to do was just, these 2 boxes are the different text boxes. And so I can click on it, which is really nice. Change the color. I can go to advanced actually and change the color of the actual text. Go to more colors. I can pick a screen color. So I can actually make it a color that's in the foreground or background, which is great because then it makes it kind of not look as unnatural. It looks kind of like it was for that image. So that's also something that's really neat. But yeah, I did a different face for him, so he liked this one better. So that's cool. I made him like a Indian god. playing the flute. This is when I did the Matrix ones. You can see how much crappier this one is, because his face is not in the right, it's not facing the camera, and the glasses were not at the right angle when I removed the background for that. So it just will look really bad. But then you can see how I did this one, found a better photo, put the
Way better right there.
found like Matrix glasses that were front and center, and then I just did that same program. I put the sunglasses into this software, and then I zoomed it in and deleted a little bit more around the glasses. So that's basically it. And then there's a few that I did Agent Smith. I didn't send him that one. That's me as Elton John. I was trying. There's him as Neo flying. You can see how crude that one was. It wasn't a good photo. I needed the better one. Getting doxxed.
Now, the doxed one is great. The doxed one is amazing.
Yeah, so I did the same thing. I found nerdy glasses, and then I put it in that software or that a website, and I was able to go in the glasses. You can see how there's little specks of white in there. It's because I needed to go zoom in even further and delete that. So that's why it could look better. Could look a lot more smooth, but it's not a huge thing. It's just overall the image that's nice. And then there's the ones that I made for you. I thought this one was really good just because of the angle of the angle you're taking the photo, and then it's the exact angle of this photo. So it looks really natural in terms of just the positioning.
And it's beautiful. It's just what I do every day on his podcast. I come out there with my microphone and I just look so good.
And so with this one, I actually could probably adjust this more. I could make this one better. So if I keep it custom, I'll just do this so I have a lot easier of a time to adjust the size. So I can do this, make it small, get at least the neck lined up. I can lift it up a little bit. Yeah, that actually was pretty hard how I did that. It wasn't too bad. This was pretty difficult based on this guy not facing completely straight, or he's facing straight, but his head's not. So this one's a little difficult, but I actually should just back out because the way I did it before was better.
Well, it looks amazing. The one I have is amazing. That's amazing right there.
Yeah, that one's good. And I made you Anchorman, John Wick, Goodfellas. That was a good one. Making him a nerd. Yeah, so I mean, this one took some time. Obviously, I've tried to find photos of babies, and it had to be a full shot, so you have the whole baby, so it's not like it's cut in half and it's like a section of it's missing. And then I put each of those photos into that software to remove the background, and then I saved that, and then I had to import it into this software and then adjust it, move it around, change the size of it. So this one was a little difficult. Or not difficult, just time consuming. So some of them, if you want to make it work, takes more time. I thought this one was good. And then there's him as like, you can see how this one didn't work out well. So I was like, this one is not good at all. So then I made that one.
That one's amazing too.
Yeah, I thought that one was good. Went all the way forward. Yeah, and then the guy up bump. Oh, yeah, I thought this one was. I don't know how he hasn't used this one yet. I love this one with the gold chain. Now I put the gold chain on him. Oh,
I love it too.
The Mason Spider-Man. It's because I'm a Mason.
I'm a Mason, Ollie.
So and then there's. I remember he had like a photo of piglets. So then I just got a photo of like a baby pig. Just put his face on it. So I did that one. And then there's Larry, this guy Larry that goes on his broadcast. Made him Hugh Hefner. I love that one. I love that face though, Paulie. I can use that for everything. It just goes with everything. But yeah, you can see like, yeah, this one's doing the devil's advocate one. Yeah. So like, yeah, there's so many things you can do. Like just think about an image, think about the way that the face is like angled and what you can use with that, making him Dr. Phil. Big Daddy Frank. He's Big Daddy Paul. Someone in the comments section yesterday gave me that idea. And then I just searched the word Paul on a search engine and it gave me this movie. So I put his head on there. Nice and simple. Yeah. So that's basically it. So it's a pretty simple process. I do want to say actually, yes. But
That's some straight up knowledge right there that you dropped on the people.
yeah,
I think-
I appreciate it.
I think that honestly, what you're telling me today is to never send you something that bad that like I sent you earlier, how embarrassing it was and how it doesn't even look like a high school child did that. So
Well,
I
it's all about the
understand now.
software. Yeah, it's all about the software. So if you don't have that stuff, like if I was to try to crop out people with paint, I don't know how the hell to do that. So I
That's
don't
what I'm
do it.
doing.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do it. They make it so cumbersome. It's like I'm trying to just crop out something and then delete the rest, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that, but I just need to look online. But yeah, even for that, like you can do a lot with paint. I just don't know enough about it. So me using my program and just knowing other ways, it's easier for me, and it still gets the job done. It's not. It doesn't. I mean, it obviously doesn't look like it's natural because it's not like Photoshop where you can put the image in there and make it like the same skin tone and all that. So I don't know how to do that. That would be great, but I like the crudeness of it at the same time. But yeah. So I'll just end this broadcast. You can stay on, Moose, because we can just keep talking, so it doesn't matter. So if you have time to talk, that's fine. But
I can't right now.
Okay.
I'll take a rain check on that. I'll take a rain check on that.
Yeah.
I have work to do right now. As you can see, I got the security cam behind me. I'm in the lobby. So
Oh wow.
we'll pick this up soon.
Okay, not a problem. Take care, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, not a problem. All right, take care, everybody.
Thank you.